Hey man, what's up?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Just I'm caught up in the middle of finals and my head hurts like all day long, but you know.
Uh, how are the finals doing going?
Uh, uh, I just finished with my chemistry. It was biochemistry 1. I think I passed, and now I'm studying for like quantum physics, which is a pain in my ass.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's pretty much my whole weekdays, so that's
Yeah.
cool.
Alrighty.
Uh, So you're looking into my main account. I haven't
Yes.
logged into that for like uh, how long? Since my last game. Uh,
This one's 19 days ago.
yeah. So you probably wanna check out my second account that I'm playing on. Practicing Caitlyn.
Okay. And what's the
It's
name?
let me type it for you.
Alrighty.
Disregard the last two games. It was pretty unlucky. Don't mind them.
Oh wow. Alright. So Caitlyn, huh?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident that in like gold level games, I'm gonna do pretty okay most of the time, pretty
Hmm.
consistently. Um, but I don't really know, how to win, how to push my advantages and have a better win ratio.
I see. Okay. So the Sivir game you sent me, I've got it
Yeah.
right here. So let's jump right into it. So here at the start, nothing happening. I'm just gonna skip to some
Yeah,
juicy action.
sure.
Alright.
Should I be using Q to harass here? Like
No.
that?
Okay, so yeah, indeed, right here, using Q doesn't really do much because, especially a Sivir, you want to watch out for your using your abilities for no specific reason because,
Yeah, I
especially
find
Sivir,
myself running out of mana pretty
yeah,
often. Yeah. But on Caitlyn, I found that I can use Q to both get CS and harass them, and that's what pro players do.
hmm.
Sometimes I've seen them. So is it good just for specific champions, specific matchups, or how does that work?
Oh, I mean, you can do it as Sivir as well, but you just want to watch out for your mana. I would say if you're below like 50% mana, you
So
don't
just yeah,
really,
don't spam it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Sure, sure, sure.
But as long as you have enough mana, yeah, sure, go for a Q on to just poke and maybe. I would try to both get farm and poke the enemy
Yeah,
champion.
yeah. So should I be looking to push most of the time because I'm watching Forgiven currently, and he is pretty aggressive. He says
Hmm.
just perma push, be aggressive, punish mistakes. But I'm scared that the jungler will come kill me, and I just want to have a better KDA, so I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm mostly trying to set up freezes in some of my last games, and it's worked out pretty well, but I'm not sure if it's better than just mindlessly pushing and getting the plates.
Well, there are several opinions. I would say look at the matchup and say who would win the matchup. If you are pushed and you would lose the an all-in fight, then I would not push in that particular game. But if your Nautilus is good and if he hooks someone, I'd say you could probably win every fight possible because Bard, I mean, yeah, I don't really like Bard. Bard is such an iffy champion. If you can play him
Yeah,
well, is great, but is if he misses his stun, is kind of useless.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say Sivir and Nautilus, yeah, should win against Kate and Bard. So in this case, perma pushing is okay as long as you know where the jungler is. Because if you were pushing right now, I would probably tell you to back off because you don't really know where the Kha'Zix is. It's Kha'Zix's jungle for the enemy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
Because if you don't know where the jungler is, you should always assume that he is about to gank you.
Okay, that's fine.
So as long as you know where the jungler is, then sure, perma pushing is fine. But if you don't know, then I would just probably back off.
Okay. I should respect that they're both ranged and they can poke me down, right? Because I hadn't really thought about that when I was playing.
Yes, before you start the game, you would probably you wanna go and look at the compositions, and in this case, you're playing a kind of a catch slash all in versus poke and sustain because Bard, the heals don't really do much, but then again, he can set up a whole bunch of heals in the back. So he is sustain, and they're also like heavy poke. So what you want to do is actually after 6 you want to go for all ins as much as possible.
So after 6, right? But before 6, I should be, poking and harassing
Yes.
them out of range. Okay,
Yes.
gotcha.
Yeah, and after 6 the situation changes because your R is just perfect for all ins, and so is Nautilus R.
Yeah.
So just both R and run them down. Alright. Now in this case, I wouldn't be afraid to use Spell Shield for the Caitlyn Q, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Because Spell Shield just gives you extra mana and it saves you from getting the damage. You would have won this trade if you would have used it.
Okay.
I mean, you shouldn't use it to just walk over a trap and get mana, but
Yeah.
in this case. Okay. That's great, that's definitely a win. Maybe the Nautilus didn't really have to use Ignite there, but...
Should I be spamming autos right now to get the CS? Or should I do what I'm doing and, last hitting?
I would try and freeze it at your side, because if the Nautilus uses Q and he catches Caitlyn, they have to run that much further to safety.
Yeah.
Chances are high that Kha'Zix is coming bot now because he was mid.
I did not pay attention to that.
Okay. Oof. Alright, great heal. Nautilus. Okay, nice, great. There we go, nice flash.
Thank you.
Oh.
I did not die there.
Alright, so that was a pretty great fight. The only thing I would say is right about here. That last auto attack, I personally would not have done it.
Yeah. Gotcha.
But apart from that, it's all fine.
So now should I be spamming autos to push it and let it crash, or should I set up for a slow push? How do I do that?
I would set it up for a slow push here.
Yeah.
Although it's about the same amount of minions. I think it's gonna, yeah, it's probably gonna push to their side,
Yeah. Okay.
but at
So
the
I should
same
be
time,
spamming autos, right?
yeah, at the same time,
Okay.
I'm afraid that you probably won't be able to push it into their tower in time.
So should I have just left it and backed?
Oh, never mind. I think you do.
Oh,
Okay,
that's
that's great.
yeah.
Okay, so that was perfect. All right. Okay, so right here you have two options.
Okay.
Option one is go and help mid. I mean, like this fight. Go and help in this fight because right now they're winning, but I see Zed coming and Kate's coming, so they
Wouldn't I be
might.
too late for that? I can't really see where I am in lane, but they seem pretty close to mid.
Um,
So.
I see that you're in between the two towers here in the
Oh,
lane.
okay.
So I think if you join now, I mean Bard and this guy, they will probably die. But by the time you're arriving, um, you can probably still help against Zed and Caitlyn.
Oh, yeah.
But this is the second option. You can also just hard push and make Caitlyn lose all the CS and the experience.
Yeah, that's what I had in mind.
Although if you go for option 2, I'd probably spam ping back to like make it clear that you're not there to help.
All right.
But that's just a minor issue.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. This is a pretty good game for me. I don't know if it's really indicative of how I'm playing. Uh, but I think it was pretty okay. So I just sent that. It was the first game I played.
Yeah. Yeah, so far so good.
Oh yeah, a very common issue I have in my games, like most of the time, like 80% of the time, I have a shit word score, a vision score. I just don't know what to do with it. Like I can't use my trinket to save my life.
Uh, I mean, I do have the same issue. My vision score is always the lowest. I might be just an AD carry thing, because AD carries don't really buy that many wards. Okay, wait. So let's just back it up for a second here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I personally my vision score sucks as well. So it might be that you have to ward more, but it might just be an AD carry thing. I mean, your
No.
support is probably always gonna have a higher vision score than you.
Yeah. But I should be looking to buy like control wards and stuff, right?
Yeah, whenever you back and you do have the inventory space and the money for a control ward, then you should always buy one.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I wanted to talk about was right here. So right when the Nautilus hooks, I would already press R,
Okay.
because chances are pretty low that they're gonna win the fight. You're probably gonna win this. So just use R and run them down.
Sure.
Yeah, probably if you used R at the beginning.
Yeah, I could have killed him.
Yeah,
Right.
he would have been dead. Oh, the Cassidin is gonna kill him. There we go. Easy. Alright, so that works out. Okay, this is just a quick tip, but if you use your W and you attack the tower, it still bounces to all the minions.
Yeah, I know.
Whereas if you just hit the minions, it's not gonna bounce onto the tower.
Mhm. Okay.
That's where you're backing. That's all good. Oh. Right.
I should have used healed, right?
Yeah,
Or walked
I'm
in.
not
Yeah.
sure, but heal might have saved him. I would have tried. But I like
I
that
guess
you
it's
didn't
just a
commit.
reflex. It was just a reflex, not a decision.
Yeah,
Like, I probably would have pressed it.
I see. But I really like that you didn't really commit to the fight once you saw Kha'Zix. Okay. Ooh, that's dangerous. Okay, nice. Oh, the Cassadin gets him. Let's back it up. So right here, I probably would have used R instead of Q,
Okay.
but it's all fine. The result is the same. Maybe you would have gotten the kill, but alright. Easy peasy. Kind of unfortunate that you're getting all the assists and no kill, but it's fine.
Yeah, and watching the replay, I see that I've missed like a fuck ton of CS that I shouldn't have. But yeah, I was still getting used to Sivir's damage because I was playing a lot of Kate,
Yeah.
and I didn't know precisely how much HP CS needed to be at.
And still, over 100 CS at 13 minutes, that's still decent.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I find sometimes that I'm like 8-0 in lane, and I just can't carry the game to save my life, and I don't know why that happens. So that's like a major problem I'm having with my games.
I see. Maybe we can find out this game. Although you do win this game, so...
Yeah, we won that one.
Okay, okay. And that's an easy kill. Can you get this tower? Okay. Nice, nice. Alright, so right here,
Yeah.
this is all fine. But when you saw the set, I would probably back off even further.
Sure.
So right here you see the Z going around. And at this point I would be afraid of
I assumed he was going to mid lane. Yeah.
Yeah, and now you see him mid, so now you can just go for it. Wait, you're in range, right?
For what?
For the Bard?
Yeah.
I think you were probably tunnel visioned on the hitting the Caitlyn.
Yeah, I think so.
I see. Ooh, that's close.
But I was feeling pretty confident with Nautilus and my heal up, so
All right.
I don't know. I don't know.
Wait, let's just back it up because I want to see how close it was. I would already heal that at like at this point.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's fine. But at the same time, if she would have gotten like one more crit off,
Yeah,
he
that's what
might
I
have
was gonna.
died.
Yeah, you're right. Should I have? Oh no, not yet.
Okay. Mhm. Kazakhstan's. It's a free double. Okay. Alright, so here again, I would probably just instantly use R.
Okay.
Because you see that Kazakhs is dead, and the Mordekaiser is top lane, so there's no way that they're gonna win the fight. So then just use R and minimize the chances of them escaping,
Sure.
and just run them down. Okay. Ooh. Alright. Right here when I saw the Caitlyn,
Yeah, I should have
I
probably
already
backed
thought
off,
like,
right?
okay,
Yeah,
yeah. My brain was already spamming me for danger.
sure.
Was still close though, but better safe than sorry. Oh. Seems like the entire team is doing well, apart from maybe Cassidon.
Yeah, I think my main issue is macro, not micro, right now
Mhm.
for my level. Like, uh, as far as gold one goes, I think
Yeah.
it's my macro that sucks as opposed to my micro.
Oh no. Alright, no one died. Nice. I would personally go mid here. Is there any reason for you to go bot here?
I was like perma farming, perma pushing. I just, I guess I thought I could like get on the inhib.
I see. Yeah, this may be
So
the macro thing for when
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
can't really carry the game.
So
So
I should be joining my team
yes,
right now.
at this point, joining mid would probably be better because there are two bad situations that could happen right now. Your team can either fight 4v5, I mean even 3v5 because your Nautilus is joining you
Yeah,
here. So if they fight 3v5 and they all die, that's a free Baron for them, and that's a way to throw the game because you're
sure.
not there to help.
Yeah,
Or second thing is that they can, like, okay, Caitlyn is mid, but they can still 4-man gank you, kill you, then maybe collapse on the rest of your team mid or go for another objective. But if you just join mid and 5-man, I mean group up as 5, there's none of those they can do. They can do Baron because you're as 5, you're grouped. They can't win a team fight.
yeah,
So there's no
yeah,
real
gotcha.
downside to grouping here. Apart from maybe missing CS, but you're already at 175 at 20 minutes, so you're fine.
Yeah, like most of the times my mind is at like where's the CS? Where can I get more CS?
Hmm.
Because I've seen many people recommending that, and I really don't know when to stop looking to get CS and join my team. But at this point, I was probably thinking that we could like 2v3, maybe 2v4, because we were pretty much way ahead of them. But I don't
Okay.
know.
Yeah, that's probably what you don't want to think,
Yeah.
because as a rule of thumb, I would always go and look for man advantage.
Okay.
Up
Yeah.
until about like high platinum or maybe diamond, I would say if the enemy has man advantage, then don't fight. Even if you're at this point 417, if there's three people coming for you too now, I would not go for the fight. Just go for
Sure.
the safe option, back off, and go for 90% plays. And by 90% plays, I would say, I mean, go for the plays where you're 90% sure of that it's gonna work out.
Yeah. Okay.
We all love those like flashy plays, montage plays, but you're gonna be sad if you throw the game by losing it.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, last, like for the past 2 months, because I'm not really playing right now that much, I
Mm-hmm.
was looking to get into some basic AD champions like Caitlyn and Sivir, because I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to actually get better at the
Yeah.
at the macro game without it being micro intensive. So I don't really care for the flashy plays that you said, but yeah, I get what you
Uh huh.
mean.
Yeah. By the way, if we go back to like this point,
Yeah.
right, right here. Yeah, we talked about the two bad situations that can happen if you stay bot here, and one of
Yeah.
them was your
Happen.
yeah, one of them
Yeah.
happened.
So they could have had Baron, right? They could have gone for it.
Yeah, after
Could they?
killing these two,
Yeah.
they probably could have gone for Baron. Okay, so we were about here. Uh,
So, when should I be looking for like side lane farming?
Probably in the mid game when the wave is pushing towards your side. So right now, if you were at red side and yeah, let's say if you were on the enemy team and
Yeah.
the chase wasn't there, then sure, go for the top wave, because
Hmm.
there's no real risk. It would just be free money. So what I'm trying to say is, in during the mid game, you just want to go and look for free money and free, like, safe money. If it's winning a team fight because you're so far ahead, then just go for a team fight. But if there's a huge wave bottom and there's no one there to stop you from farming it, then just go and farm the huge wave. But whatever it is, try and go for the best risk-free option to get safe money.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, so this was good going for the wave, and now you probably just wanna. Okay, that's a great R. Yeah, that was what I was about to say. Is just want to group and clean them up.
Yeah,
So that was great.
thanks.
This should be free in it. He's not gonna kill. Oh, nice, nice flash. Oh, he
Thanks.
was about to kill you.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh no, the gate R.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, what? This might be risky, because in about 10 seconds they're all about to respawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point I would just back off. And it's a 2v4 now.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I was probably thinking that I had QSS for the Mord Ultimate, but that was pretty stupid, I guess. Yeah. I think
Okay.
it was this game that I found out you got QSS out of the Mord Ulti, so I just got excited and bought QSS.
Ooh.
Yeah, I didn't know it beforehand.
Okay. This may be just you limit testing here.
Yeah, I was just fucking around. Yeah, it was a pretty stumpy game. Like we had 5 drakes
Yeah.
to none.
But then again, this could be the way to throw the game.
Yeah.
If you're playing serious, I would not do things like this. But if it's just like trolling at this point, then sure. I have no comment. Like if you just 5-man group now, you should be ending. Oh, he's trying to go for back door. Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Nice.
I was waiting for that the whole game.
Ooh. It's a nice R, great for the movement speed, running them down, and this should be the end.
Yeah, I think that's game.
Easy.
Yeah.
Alright. Then overall it was a great game. You had really high CS and your mechanics were really decent. The only main things I would work on are one. I wrote down like keeping track of summoner spells, but I heard that the first time you already said that you probably should have healed for the Nautilus, and the second time you said that you were pretty sure that you were gonna live, so let's forget about that. The second thing is man advantage. Always if you're going for a push, for an objective, or for a fight, either way, you should always think about the man advantage. Who's going for you, and
Right.
just count the people who are there. If the enemy team has more people, then I would just spam ping back and not fight. Unless, of course, you are like 100% sure. If you're 12-0 and there's 2 people coming for you who are like 1-5 and 1-7, okay, sure, you can 2v1. But in general, just don't fight if they have more people. And the third one is probably knowing when to roam mid, when to go and group up. But that's just a matter of practice, I feel like. In general, the general rule of thumb is after you destroy the tower bot lane, I would try and lane swap top or mid to go for that tower.
Okay. Yeah.
and if those towers are gone, then just 5-man mid or top, or just go for the remaining first tier turret.
Sure.
And if you feel like team fights are free, then you should probably always want a group, because if you go for a side wave and you get ganked, then you're just throwing the game.
Okay. Yeah, great.
Especially since you're that far ahead, because you were at one point you were like 7-1, I think, and giving away shutdowns is one way to throw a game.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, got you.
But apart from that, it was a really great game. So, yeah, nice job.
Thanks.
And if you have any
yeah.
questions, feel free to ask.
No, I don't really have something in mind in specific. Like, if you wanted to, like, say something to keep my mind in, like something to remember for, as general rules of thumb, like the man advantage, what you said. Anything else? You saw I had like an issue.
If you do have issues and you feel like you're dying a lot, let's say you're dying because you don't see a gank coming, then whatever the problem is, you can build a good habit on that problem. The way to do it is to find a trigger. The trigger is you're about to go for a fight, and the problem is you're getting ganked and you die. So on that trigger, you should always build the habit then of looking at the minimap, and if you don't see the jungler, always assume that he's there, and just don't fight when you don't know where he is.
Yeah, sure.
So the problem is you're dying a lot. The trigger is you're going for a fight, and always, every time you go for a fight, then build the habit of before going for a fight, look at the minimap.
Yeah, sure.
And that goes for every problem. Let's say you're pushing a tower, and they're suddenly ganking you. They're coming from behind, or there's a TP coming. If you die because of that a lot, then just build the habit of every time when you go for a tower, think about what can kill you. And if you can think of something that can kill you, then just don't go for the tower.
Yeah, sure. I forgot what I was going to ask. I find myself not keeping track, like not having in mind if the enemy bot has sums up or sums down, and I don't think I adjust my playstyle correctly. Should I be, way more aggressive when I see the enemy ADC doesn't have flash or something?
Only when you know you can win. If you have flash and you know you can use that flash to, let's say, flash the blitz hook or something, and then you can 100% win the fight, then sure, use that advantage to win a fight and get a kill. But if you're not sure you win, then I wouldn't really play that much more aggressive than others.
So I shouldn't be like committing in the time frame I have where I have my sum and they don't.
You can tell your jungler that they don't have flash, and maybe if he's smart enough he can gank, but I wouldn't really change my playstyle just based on them having summoners or not.
Yeah, gotcha.
Alright, so if you have any other questions, feel free to ask me on Discord. And
thanks.
Apart from that, good job on this game, and good luck in your next.
Thanks a lot, man.
Alright, see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.